Alright, what's up, y'all? So I'm not super stoked to be shooting this video right now, but I figured I should document it because stuff like this happens. So essentially right now I am on the side of the I-10, about 30 miles outside of Blythe, just right by the Arizona-California border, and the truck died. It seems like the transmission is blown, or something with the electrical on the transmission is blown. So essentially, if you've watched any previous videos, you could see that my diesel, the gas holder thing, is non-existent. It's just sitting like on the frame, and it's just chicken wired. And basically the gas cap must have rattled itself loose or something, but it's not on there, and you can see that everything is just covered in diesel, and I'm assuming that had something to do with it. I'm guessing it fucked up the transmission wires somehow, and the transmission just won't work at all. I got it to start one more time, and basically I'd rev it to like 3k RPMs just to get it to move, and then it just slowly died down. After like 2 minutes I drove like a mile. There are currently no tow trucks, so I'm just stuck here. Luckily my dad is driving out to save me, God bless him, and so I'm probably going to stay in Blythe for 48 hours so I can buy it AAA Platinum or whatever it is, and they should be able to get me this thing towed back to my house in Chandler, Arizona for like $300 total, which is cheaper than it would cost me like thousands of dollars, where I would literally just, it wouldn't be worth it. I'd just pay somebody to fucking tow the trailer back. There's currently a fucking S52 in there, so precious cargo that is worth about as much as this truck is at the moment. Well, now. so I'm gonna be sitting with the truck for the next couple hours. Hopefully I'll get some food here soon. But yeah, plan is just get this whole package back to the house, and I'll probably just sell the truck for cheap. And I pledge never to drive another shitty truck. So we'll see what kind of moves we can make in order to make that pledge happen. But yeah, this is the situation. Just gonna try and make the best of it. Hopefully not die. But overall I'm safe, and I'm sure I'll be home soon, so it's not really a big deal. Just kind of an inconvenience, which obviously sucks, but we'll get through it. We'll upgrade and move on. Later. Alrighty, after endless trials and tribulations, I have finally got the S52 back in my house. I've got some IKEA work to do. I got a engine hoist and an engine stand from Harbor Freight. Engine stand so I can work on the engine hoist so I can get it out of the truck and into the garage. I ended up, so if you haven't seen the video before, I don't know how I'm gonna put this together yet, but basically I blew up the F550's transmission on the side of I-10 basically on Thursday, or I went out on Tuesday, blew it up that night, was stranded on the side of the road until like 3 in the morning. Ended up my dad coming, picking me up. We went to a hotel, stayed the night there, got a tow back to Blythe from the highway, which is like 30 minutes right across California border, 30 minutes from the highway. And then ended up getting AAA because they said they'd be able to do it if I bought it, and waited 48 hours. And then, so much bullshit. And I ended up waiting 48 hours, driving to Blythe on the way there, because I figured if they're gonna call a tow, I should be there for it. And they ended up waiting 7 hours, and then like told me to wait until 3. Mind you, I woke up at 5. So I woke up at 5, headed out there, 3-hour drive. Got there at like 9 o'clock, 8 or 9. And I'm just sitting there for hours waiting for them to call me back. So they said the truck was too big, yada yada yada. Ended up driving back because the truck was too big, even though it's about the same size as the F350 dually. It's like, what, like 4 feet longer, not a big deal. I think it was also the weight, but regardless, they kind of fucked me. But understandable. So fast forward until today. Today is Saturday. Ended up driving out there with the Home Depot truck, which technically you're not supposed to do. Don't tell Home Depot, but we made it back safe. I don't think they'll be able to tell. So now we've got the U-Haul trailer. I was making that joke. This is what it looks like to drive a 6L Powerstroke diesel. You know, you don't drive it because it doesn't work. But we're finally here. I'll show you guys the engine. I'm very stoked. It feels very rewarding after 5 days of just pure stress and anxiety about this entire situation. The truck is still in California. I'm gonna get it shipped via U-Ship. There's the engine. It's gonna be fucking awesome when it's in the car, so it'll be worth it. And you know, I mean, I don't think that had anything to do with the transmission. It must have been on its way out, because I mean, that trailer setup is probably fucking 1,500 pounds at the most, or like 2,000 at the most, which is nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, just massive pain in the ass, but I'm glad it's here. So I'm about to IKEA it up, put all this stuff together, hoist the engine out of the car, throw it in the garage, and probably put it on the engine stand. So yeah.